Hello people, welcome to the channel, welcome back. Right, so yeah, where are you? Let me bring you square, that's better. Yeah, if I'm in shot and you see my hair, don't worry about it, it's a mess, I need a haircut. Well, I'm going to bring you along on making some rear lights for the Infraction by scratch. You can buy them, but they're like 50, it works out about 50, 60, nearly 60 quid. I'll leave a little picture here somewhere. But I'm not going to do that, I'm making them by scratch for under a tenner. So what I've done is, I've got these LEDs, red LEDs here, from off eBay. I'll leave a, shall I leave a link below? Yeah, I'll leave a link below where I got them from. You can get them in as many as you want and as many colours as you want. And I bought them with the, you can buy these little black inserts that the bulb goes in. Yeah. So I got them with them. So what I'm going to do is, so right, Infraction rear lights, yeah, right Mark. So that's what we're looking at so far. So I cut the back out with using the Dremel tool. I have to show you really. Here, see this box here? I've made a box basically. There it is. Here. And you can see it's glued on. So I've permanently glued that on. It's the only way of doing it. I can think of a way of doing it by plastic, but it's going to be a complete nightmare. So getting them screwed so you can screw it in and out. So I've glued that on there, so that's permanently glued. I've got to put some more glue around there to cover some holes up. I don't know if you can, is there a good picture? There you go, that's a good shot of it. So that looks like that. The LEDs are going to go in this side, in here, but I've got to put them in from this side. Because they go in, they're going to go in like that. One there and one there. So there'll be one red LED there and one red LED there. These ones. So they'll go in there and they'll go in there. And then what I'm going to do over there, so to make that box, I started off with a piece of paper like this, folded it up and cut it to the shape that I wanted. Made 2 attempts, that was the final one. So it's just a box really that you overlap with a slant on it. And I've glued that together like that, using the tin from the tray. I'll leave a picture here. The baking trays, you can buy them, that I made the front air duct out of. Same stuff. That made that duct out of that. That's covered in heat shrink though, so that's solid. Couldn't cover that in heat shrink, it didn't have none big enough. Plus I needed that hole there, didn't I? So yeah, that's the first part of it, putting that in, cutting that out and putting that in. I mean, to design that and get that sorted out and work out how I'm going to do it, that's took since the last video actually. I've been thinking about doing this, the underlights, putting some rear red lights in. So yeah, it all starts off with an idea in my head, and then I think about how I'm going to do it, and then I make things like this, you know, to see if it will work. Then I made another one, if it worked, then you make another template. Then I work out what I'm going to do for the back. So what I'm going to do for the back is the lens, I'm going to cut the lens to the same shape as the back. Here. Like this, I'm going to cut some of this plastic, which is old body from the Corvette. I'm going to cut that to the same shape as that there. But if you look at that edge, see the top corner there. What I've done there is I've scuffed it up with some Scotch pad to roughen it, so it's not completely clear but when the red LEDs go on, it will shine through red. But you won't be able to see through, actually see the red LEDs there, if you understand what I mean. Like car lights, you can't actually see the bulb when you're going along, and put them on, they're there. And I think the silver we'll see. If the silver makes it illuminate more, I'll leave it. If not, I'll paint that red inside there. But I shouldn't need to with two of these red LEDs in a silver background. It's gonna illuminate, isn't it? I would have thought. So all I've got to do now is put some more glue around there to completely cover the holes. Here, not the holes, but the tiny little gaps, because it's glued on, but there's a little tiny gap there, and I've got to sort out if there's any more gaps. And the LEDs will go in this side. And I shall neatly put them around here like this, and then I shall wire them into the front ones like this, and they'll all go into one plug and plug in. And the LEDs are up from 2 volt up to 12 volts, so I've got 3.5 volts coming out of the ESC. I've tested it on this, and this works fine on 3.5 volts, because the other LEDs for the under ones are 12 volts, and I weren't going to muck about putting the rear lights the same as that. I wanted the front and rear lights as the same plug, which will be done. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I'm going to leave it there. Just thought I'd bring you along on the first bit, and then on the second bit it should be, what we'll do, I'll make 2 videos. There's this one, and then the second bit with the plastic on the LEDs in and wired up. So yeah, cheers for joining me. See you in the next video. I might put another one up. I've got another video about the batteries to do with the Typhon. Part 2 of that, because I had part 1. Leave a link down there. So cheers for joining me. See you in the next video. And take care. Look after yourselves. Ta-da. Bye.